Happy New Year. As we welcome in this new year 2026, I got a feeling that this is going to be an amazing year. And you know why I believe that? It's because I'm declaring it. I'm declaring it over my life, and I hope that you'll declare it over your life as well. Hi, I'm Carla, and today on January 1st, 2026, which also happens to be the 39th anniversary of my plant based journey, I have finally decided to start this channel and share my experiences with this plant based lifestyle. It's taken me years to step into this space. I made so many excuses, but this feels like the right time, so I'm just going to do it. I'm a woman of a particular age, and now I feel like I have something to say about this lifestyle that will hopefully help you to avoid some of the same mistakes that I made over the years. I must admit, though, for years I thought I was doing everything right. My energy was good, my doctors praised my blood work, and I felt pretty great. Stick a pin there because I really want to come back to that blood work, and I'm going to tell you about it in a little bit. But first, let me share my experience from year 35 of my plant based journey. My hair started thinning, and I had no clue what was happening. So I mentioned it to one of my girlfriends, and she immediately said, "Girl, that's normal. We're getting old, and this is just what happens." So I simply asked her why. Why are we so quick to believe that we're supposed to go through different ailments? It's like not only do we accept it, we expect it. We expect that we're going to get sick, break something, or get diagnosed with some kind of disease, as if that has to be our norm. And I believe that this doesn't have to be our story. I think we have to make time to learn what it takes to be in optimal health and then do it, whatever it takes. We need to expect something different and not continually accept the status quo. Another helpful step is to understand your own family health history. And that way you can make whatever necessary lifestyle adjustments that are needed so that you can improve your own health outcome. I had a health scare that made me look deeper into my own family's health history. And once I learned that some of the same diseases that plagued my mom's side of the family were also prevalent on my dad's side as well. Now, armed with that information, along with the medical studies that my primary care physician shared with me years ago when I was going through my own health challenge. All of that information combined helped me decide to go plant based in hopes of one, helping me to heal from what I was dealing with at that time, and then to prayerfully prevent any other ailments from happening. And now, as I'm aging, I see it's time to make additional adjustments, and I'm game. We make adjustments for so many things in our lives. So, why is it that we fight so hard when it comes down to making adjustments for our health? That same fight that we have if somebody messing with our children, our grandbabies, or wait, somebody messing with our money. You know how hard we fight for that? Well, we need to bring that same fight to the street when it comes down to our health. So, during this second season, I want to live my best life, and I'm sure you do as well. So, let's commit right now to living our best life starting today. Now, back to the story. I could have accepted that my age was the reason for my hair thinning, and I guess to some degree I did for maybe 3 years or so. However, during those 3 years, I tried several external remedies. Then one day it dawned on me that this issue might just be an inside job, meaning maybe it's something that I'm missing from my diet that's manifesting itself through my hair. Maybe I'm missing some key vitamins or nutrients, minerals, something. Whatever it is, though, I need to figure it out just in case whatever I'm missing could possibly be affecting other things in my body that I'm just not yet made aware of because it hasn't manifested itself externally. And for the record, I am not a medical professional. This experience, though, has set off a faint alarm bell ringing in the background, causing me to dig so much deeper in my research to figure this thing out, right? But my hair journey is such a long story that I'll share more about that in an upcoming video. I'm trying my best not to make this first video too terribly long. Okay, remember I asked you to stick a pin in my so-called great blood work early on when I first started this video? Ladies, sisters, I cannot stress this enough. Please invest in your blood work. What do you mean, Carla? So here's the deal. I recently learned, and maybe you already knew this, but I recently learned at this big old age that most doctors only order basic blood work during our annual physicals. And if no one else has told you, that is not good enough. Again, I'm not a medical professional. However, basic blood work often misses the window that would alert our doctors that there may be a situation brewing. Therefore, it's imperative to have comprehensive blood work done, not just basic. As mentioned earlier, I am 39 years into my plant based journey, right? And do you know that I just learned about a month ago that there's a specific blood test for vegans and vegetarians that check for deficiencies that my doctor never mentioned to me? And maybe she knows nothing about it. However, she should have been investigating that since she knows that I'm vegan. And she has actually a few other patients that's vegan too. And we have conversations about my diet and lifestyle. And I thought I had an advocate in my care. And I discovered that I really don't. When I was questioning her about the basic blood work versus comprehensive blood work, she was clearly offended that, I don't know, that I would question her as a physician and me being non medical, but this is my body, this is my life, and nobody would have to fight through an illness except me if something were to happen to me. So, one of the reasons that she doesn't order comprehensive blood work is because insurance companies don't pay for it unless there's a reason to order it. And my comment was, then let that be my option. Order whatever test my insurance company will pay for, then tell me the test that I need and ask me if I want to pay for it. And I am so willing to pay out of pocket for whatever would be good for me. So, needless to say, I'm on the hunt for a new doctor. I did find a DO for my mom for her. She's also vegan. And I'm super excited for her. She's 83 years old. She's in really good shape. I mean, I'm just very impressed with her. But anyway, I will be taking her to see her new doctor this first quarter of the year. And unfortunately, that particular physician don't accept my insurance. So I'll be looking for somebody somewhere, or I'll just pay to see her out of pocket. And as far as the blood work goes, the reason I stress that to my sisters here listening to this is it is so critical that we know what's going on in our bodies before the disease happen. We always want to be in a headspace of prevention versus cure. I would rather come out of pocket and pay 200, 300, 500, whatever it costs for me to know that I'm good versus waiting to be bad, to have an issue, and then they order the comprehensive test because now the insurance company will pay for it. I'm like, that is so illogical to me. So I'm not going to get into I'm not going to say anything else about that. I just want you to be aware that there are tests available that you can pay for out of pocket with or without your doctor and find out what's happening with you before it's, like I said, a situation of needing a cure. Okay, let's wrap this up. Here's who this channel is for. I will primarily be speaking to women age 50 plus. However, ladies, much of the information found here will be beneficial to other family members as well. So please consider subscribing to my channel, especially if you're 50 plus. Together, we can advocate for each other by sharing information. If you're not already, let's be proactive about our health rather than reactive, and let's leave a legacy of health for our babies. Remember, ladies, we are our own first responders. And also, before I go, please read the description below for additional information and resources to help you on this journey. I am so excited about this channel. Thank you so much for being here, ladies. We need to know our numbers, and just as important, we need to know what those numbers mean. Please like, share, and subscribe. God bless.